Hey there, Leo. It's Jen here. I'm doing your reading for December. Happy holidays. So on December 4th, there's the new moon in Sagittarius, and this is a total solar eclipse. And then on December 18th is the full moon in Gemini. And I think this fits astrologically, but the feeling I'm getting is looking back to midsummer or mid-year summer in the Northern Hemisphere of 2020, and something about that. So being significant and maybe coming to a close or early summer that year, or maybe around Leo time. So it could be pointing to something like that wants to come out the bottom. And yeah. Let's see what we have for Leo at the bottom here. Oh, here you are, or in fellow fire sign, really stepping into your power, really feeling motivated to sticking to something. So maybe you really thinking back to, I think you're really seeing results for something you stayed with. So if you started an exercise or diet routine, and this can be whenever, you're seeing the results or you're already starting one. I'm going to sneeze. I'm sorry. Or you've recently started one. I don't feel like you're going to wait till New Year's. You're just starting it now. And you're really sort of into whatever you're into, and you're really committed to seeing it through. 7 of Cups. I want to turn them all over right now. 5 of Swords. Oh, come on. What the fuck? Okay. There's been some sort of mental issues, like you had to process something. That's what I want to say. You had to wrap your head around something. You had to figure out a perspective. You had to free yourself mentally from feeling still tied to or attached to a situation, or to allowing negative thoughts to spend too much time in our head. And it can affect our entire body, right? It's all connected. Mental health is medical health. The 7 of Cups to me means you did a lot of daydreaming. You may have been too almost over fixated on it, or you may even think, wow, I spent way too much time on that. And you say that in retrospect, but your process was your process. And if you didn't go through that process, you may not be like, that's the process you had to go through. So again, being mindful of slipping into negative thinking like that. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Something just got my allergies going, so I apologize now. I have a nasally voice and the sniffles. That's lovely on a video. Let's pull some more cards. But breaking free, the 8 of Swords is breaking free of denial. There may have been an ultimatum that someone else put down, or someone just as being, it can be someone being unreasonable, and it can be someone having to put up stronger boundaries and draw a line in the sand. And what I'm getting is that the other situation, if they couldn't control things, then they didn't want to deal with it. So it was a not a healthy energy. Can you even see that? So at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Wands with the Queen of Wands. I mean, this is moving forward. So after having been stuck and felt trapped, and really trying to search your feelings and what you want, boom, there is this moving forward and determination. Yeah, there was patience. I think you're being able to look back and say, no, I worked hard. I was diligent. I was definitely working um, to make things happen that I wanted to have happen. Judgment, a big decision. Sagittarius Temperance card, so a fellow fire sign, is saying, yeah, you're making this big decision again and moving forward and breaking free and going on a new journey, forging a new path. And it brings everything back into balance. So you're doing the right thing. King of Swords and another Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're breaking free from a very controlling situation, whether it's a relationship or a work situation, a family situation, someplace where you just felt like, yeah, it was just a bad situation. You're just dealing with someone that was unreasonable. And you may even have to take legal action, but you're doing the right thing. Occupation, so it could be a lawyer. So it could be a lawyer you're dealing with. Could be that you need to hire a lawyer. Could be that you're a lawyer. Gift, main female. So there's an offer coming in. So if it's work, there's a job offer coming in. So you will be able to move away from a difficult situation. Maybe you have a really micromanaging manager or really difficult in whatever way work situation, and maybe you had to put your foot down, or maybe you did and it didn't work, so you found a new job and you're moving on. So anywhere in your life, again, where you felt fixed, that is really changing. Justice, yeah. Fairness, karma, justice. I'm kind of feeling like karma, don't continue to give your mental energy to the situation, because you're just kind of keeping the drama going with that Five of Wands. And the Lovers is, what are you committed to now moving forward? And I think what you're realizing you're not committed to is continuing to bring up that past situation and let it take residence in you. Seven of Swords. Yeah, we know there was someone that was manipulative and controlling. The Hanged Man. Maybe it really came to light over the pandemic just how toxic the situation was. So maybe if you had to work from home, it just allowed you more access to this, gave them more access to you. I don't know. But there was something that wasn't working that you tried really hard on. And but then you're like, no, what am I doing? I need to break free. I need to forge a new path. I need to move forward. And then once again you get your mind wrapped around that, you just move very quickly forward. Um, and you may realize a little bit that you were kind of stuck yourself. Maybe you were like, no, I'm committed to this, being very black or white. You, you're a fixed sign. I'm committed to this. And that's a great thing because you're like, I'm staying committed with that Lovers card. Like, I'm staying committed. But what you were denying is that you were unhappy, and you don't have to stay committed to something that is, um, just make sure my card's not burning up in the candle. Um, you have to, you can't self-sacrifice your happiness for, it doesn't mean you truly weren't committed in the first place. It's just things you never know. We don't know how things are going to work out in the future. We don't until we're in them. But I really like this card, honestly, for you guys. I feel like that's, you are excited. You're moving forward. You're happy to move forward. You're singing a new tune. What's that saying? There's a butterfly the cat's chasing. There's transformation. Yeah, like I could almost even see you like have music on and kind of maybe cleaning the kitchen and dancing a little bit. And I feel like you just feel freer and happier and more positive. And um, because, I mean, Leo, yeah, you guys are a fixed fire sign, but can a fire sign really be fixed? You know what I mean? And I feel like you were feeling stuck, but you had to come to terms with that, and then wanting to move on though, because you are fire. So there's almost a intrinsic, is that the right word? Baked in conflict in a fixed fire sign, because everything in your DNA tells you to go, to move forward, to shine bright, to take action. But the fixed kind of dampens that. So there's kind of that a frustrating conflict. But it's also your superpower, because whereas other fire signs can get bored and just move on, you guys will stay in there and keep working at it. And um, but there does come a point in time that you may need to move on, make that decision. And it's not all on you. I mean, other people's commitment and how they're approaching it, um, is going to weigh into your decision, because you can't control other people. So as nice as it would be, I can't even. Then I think, well, why don't you work on controlling yourself? And when you have that under perfect control, then you can start looking at other people. But it doesn't mean you need to stay in an unhealthy relationship or situation. So, yeah, dancing to a light and airy and really positively moving into the new year, I would say. All right. Thank you, Leo. Take care. Bye.